All right. Hopefully that little glare I gave, trying to look like Harrison Ford there, works as a good thumbnail for the video. Also, I need to leave a bit of pause because I'm not sure exactly when this starts recording. I'm using Zoom to record my screen. This is an experiment. I haven't used Zoom before to record my screen. A few months ago, I recorded a couple of videos showing CNN articles and reading CNN, but this will be my first entertainment news reaction video on a specific article. And it's part of my new thing. I've done a couple of trailer reaction videos. I hope you liked them. Morbius, and then the one before that was A Quiet Place 2. And what I'm trying to do is be kind of like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. You can check him out on YouTube. Actually, here, I'll show you. How do I make my screen appear? There he is. See, so he sits in the bottom of the screen and comments on things, and that's what I'm going to do too. Because I love his life. I love how you can see. Can you see my mouse? You can see that he's got this room full of all his toys and games, and it looks so cozy. But he also does videos from the road. Like sometimes he's in his car driving to like Star Wars Celebration or Florida for some reason. I guess maybe those are both the same thing. Do they move Star Wars Celebration around? I don't know. Or sometimes he's in a hotel room, and I'm in a hotel room right now, so I'm kind of like him. And you're like, oh, where are you, Josh? Oh, by the way, I'm Celebrity Josh. That's the name I'm going by until I come up with something better. Are you on a vacation? Are you on a trip? I'm like, no, I actually, I sold my condo in the summer, and I live in hotels now, so it's not that exciting. But maybe it could be exciting. It's all about what your attitude is, right? This is exciting. There's actually, I've got a jacuzzi. Should I show you? Doesn't matter. I'm not going to move the webcam, but there's a jacuzzi tub in the middle of the room. So I should be doing my show from that, but nobody wants to see that. Okay. So my friend said with my trailer reaction videos, I should try to keep it tight and get right to the thing, but I'm not actually doing a trailer here, but I am talking about specific news. So my new experiment is I want to just do a hot take on things, which means just, you saw it and then here's your initial thoughts rather than overthinking it or having to write things, because then it'll take less time. I can just bang it out. And usually I find that my initial thoughts on things, when you just speak off the cuff, it might be almost as good as writing it. So I just saw this news, and this kind of was, I like Indiana Jones. I've always liked Indiana Jones. So what I did actually, okay, here's the first thing. I saw that Jeremy did a video, and I watched the video about it. And so I'll talk about his take on it, and I'll talk about why maybe I can't give the same take on it, and then I'll talk about the actual news. Maybe I'll talk about the actual news first. You can see, and by the way, I'm a bit distracted because I went to Twitter because I saw his video, and then I didn't realize that I thought it was a tweet from actually Kathleen Kennedy herself that he was reacting to. So I went to look up the tweet, and then I saw trending that Kirk Douglas has just passed away at age 103, and that's kind of upset me. So I went through all those tweets, and I'm like, can I even still do my Indiana Jones video? I forgot to time this. I was going to time it to see how long I've been going. I was going to say, should I even watch? Should I even do this video? It's too depressing, but I'm like, no, I got to soldier on. But we can talk about Kirk Douglas a bit too. And I know it's like, oh, he's 103, who cares? But it's sad when anybody passes. And also the fact that he was still with us, kind of gave me hope. I was like, wow, okay. Because I remember Catherine Zeta-Jones just was posting on Instagram like, happy birthday, Pappy, and stuff. And I'm like, that's so great. Kirk Douglas married a younger woman, and now she gets to, have like a father-in-law, and it just gave me hope for my own family. And then when somebody passes, I'm like, oh, that's sad. Like now, I don't like it. And the Rock's dad just passed away, but also this model that I met this week and I was going to collaborate with, she just passed, or her father. She just posted on Instagram that her father passed away, and I was like, looked up, and he's like only 54, and I'm like, oh, because she posted how old he was, and I'm like, this is very. Anyways, let's try to celebrate the good things. I guess once we pass, then we're not aware of anything anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So to that person anyways. Okay, so the news about Indiana Jones here. Okay, I'll talk about, here's the thing, because Jeremy's take on it is that, oh gosh, here we go, because Kathleen Kennedy is the president of LucasFilm, which yeah, that's right. So Disney owns Lucasfilm now, and so she's in charge of all the Lucasfilm properties, which were Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and I don't know what else. And he's afraid that they're going to turn this into and see, I don't want to say anything critical about Star Wars or about woke culture, about political correctness, because then, that might hurt my own career. So I'm trying to present this as their opinion, and I'm open-minded. I can see both sides of things. I just don't like it when either side labels the other side, completely evil and impugns, like assumes malintent from that side. I try to see both sides, and I assume that most people have good intent. So hopefully I don't get canceled as they do to people on the internet when they, say, oh, he said something that we don't like, and now this person has to disappear from the world. So, all right, well, I'll read the news first, and then I'll talk about what Jeremy's take was. So this is the news I found. If you Google Harrison Ford, this shows up. Harrison Ford can't wait to return for Indiana Jones 5. It's not a reboot, says Kathleen Kennedy. So a lot of people don't like Kathleen Kennedy because they feel that with the new Star Wars trilogy, there wasn't any respect paid to the legacy characters, like the original Luke Skywalker, Harrison Ford, or Han Solo, Princess Leia. And it seemed like the only goal for this, as it seems to be with a lot of movies these days, is just to be politically correct or woke and say, look, we've replaced the white male characters with a woman or a black character or an Asian character, and people's concern, and okay, so the woke side tends to argue that, oh, anybody who doesn't like this is just racist, but the other side is saying, no, we don't care about race or whatever, we want the movie to be good. And so the concern is that when you just want to replace characters to say, look, it's diverse now, but there's no care paid towards the script or the character or writing a good film, that's the concern. So that is the concern here, as you'll hear when I talk about Jeremy's take. So Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy confirmed Harrison Ford is reprising his role as Indiana Jones in the 5th installment of the franchise. Now, I just realized I don't think I've even seen the 4th one, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I've seen some of it. I feel like, I don't know where, like, why would I have only seen bits of it? Like, if it was online, I would have started from the beginning, but I know I haven't seen the beginning where he hides in a fridge. It must have been on TV, on a plane. I don't know. I feel like I've seen little clips of it, and it wasn't good. Harrison Ford isn't hanging up his fedora anytime soon. The actor, 77, which tells me, okay, so then I'm doing the math. It's like, wow, okay, so, okay, basically when I was 17, he was my age that I am now or something. Anyways, I remember in high school that I thought he was so cool. I loved the fedora. My dad actually bought this fedora at that time too. So this would have been, early 90s. And I probably wore it, but it was too big for me and stuff. But I thought, oh my gosh, if I could wear a hat like that, that'd be so cool. I could protect myself from the sun. And I liked his muscle here. I'm like, oh, that's what I want to work out. So just have that. And just the chest hair, it was all, I'm sounding like I'm attracted to him, but I guess I am in a way. Really cool guy. Okay, so the actor 77 is returning to, and I also, see, okay, let me show you this. I have, I carry this around, my little man bag, and I always wanted a bag like Harrison Ford had. Is he wearing his little satchel here? Yeah, he is, see? That's what I think of myself as, too. I'm always like, Indiana Jones, my little satchel. Okay, so the actor, 77, is returning to his Indiana Jones character in an upcoming 5th installment of the film. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy confirmed to BBC News while on the BAFTA Awards red carpet on Sunday. Okay, so that's where this all came from. We're working away, getting the script where we want it to be, and then we'll be ready to go, Kennedy said. Asked if Ford might reprise his role, Kennedy said he would. Well, okay, see, this is where it gets confusing. What do you mean, asked if Ford might reprise his role? Well, what would an Indiana Jones movie be if he wasn't in it? Like, why would that even be a question? Now, I know Chris Pratt, they've been talking about maybe him replacing him. Oh, that would just be bad. I wish they could, have a new character come in and be part of that world. But I guess the thing with Indiana Jones is that it took place like in the 30s and 40s or whatever, where it's before the internet. It's sort of an old-fashioned thing. So you can't really just continue on from there. Like, it wouldn't really make sense because, you could just use Google to find the temple and stuff. Harrison Ford will be involved. Yeah, she said, it's not a reboot, it's a continuation. Be involved. And see, this is a concern that Jeremy had. It's like, what does be involved mean? Kennedy added, he can't wait. Well, maybe that's true. Although he's always said that he wanted to be out of Star Wars. He was kind of sick of Star Wars. And then he kept asking them to kill him, and they did. Spoiler for the new trilogy. Last year, Chris Pratt was rumored to be taking over the role of the famous explorer until Ford set the record straight. Nobody is going to be Indiana Jones, the actor said during an interview on the Today Show in May 2019. Don't you get? I'm Indiana Jones. When I'm gone, he's gone. It's easy. So, well, that's good, because a lot of people feel like, yeah, it's an iconic character. It's not like James Bond where you can just replace him, or Doctor Who. Pratt's name has been connected with the role since 2015, shortly after Disney bought the movie rights for the film from Paramount back in 2013. So yeah, Disney likes Chris Pratt because he's in the plays Star-Lord in the Marvel films, and Disney bought Marvel as well. Ford has played the role in 4 movies. The upcoming 5th installment is set for release in 2021. Well, it's already 2020 with Steven Spielberg directing. That's pretty cool. How could it be? This can't be right. How could it be released next year if they haven't even? We're working on the script. I'm not buying that timeline, but sure, I guess you could crank it out, which it looks like they did with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So, okay, so, and let me just show you. See, I found, what is this? Kathleen Kennedy. So I searched Kathleen Kennedy, find the thing, and I realized, oh, she doesn't have Twitter. And then, oh, here's a joke. When you see the script for the Kathleen Kennedy getting Colin Trevorrow's Rise of Skywalker script, and then she's ripping it up. So yeah, this is the sad thing. What is Kirk Douglas not even trending anymore? How can he not be trending anymore? It was like he just died like a few minutes ago. He was already trending. Where's the Kirk Douglas? How is this not? Come on, Kirk. Geez, 103 years and you're gone from Twitter in 2 seconds. Kirk Douglas. Because to me, look, he looks like the original Indiana Jones. He wasn't on Twitter. There's a guy named Kirk Douglas. That's not him. Yeah, it's like he's look at that, nice guy. And then you can see him, Spartacus. Like, tell me that's not Indiana Jones right there. Very cool. Okay, but this isn't about Kirk. This is about okay, so there's Jeremy. So his concern is that they're gonna Jeremy was going on about how they're gonna kill him. For sure they're gonna kill him. And that he'd be forgiven for thinking that because they killed him off in Star Wars, although he wanted that. So I don't know if he wants to be killed off here. And then, okay, so you can see, I don't know what the exact concern is. He said they're going to kill him, and this was their YouTube thumbnail. It's a woman. Who is that? Is that looks like a computer-generated woman? There's Kathleen Kennedy, and that looks kind of like who's the guy? Ben Affleck, his wife. Anyway, so yeah, so I mean, his concern is what are they going to do to this? Are they going to turn this into a woman, like a woman character? I don't think. I mean, that would be ridiculous. I mean, there already is. What was that movie I saw recently? The Lara Croft movie. There was the reboot of that. So I mean, that's kind of like the female Indiana Jones. I don't know what they would do. I guess the concern there is just that, okay, are they just gonna not really care about the script at all about any of this and just do it to be woke? So it's like, look, now we've got. He said they'll have a powerful woman, probably. What did he say? Cuck him, like some kind of. He said that's right. He said they're gonna disrespect, assassinate the character, and not literally kill him, although they will kill him, is what Jeremy's saying. But they're gonna ruin the character. They're gonna make him a beta male. No, the directors have to be a beta male. No. They're going to make him just somebody that doesn't have the respect that the character used to be, kind of like they did with Luke Skywalker. I think there's a character in the Star Wars books or something called Jake Skywalker. That's what they keep referring to Luke Skywalker as in the new movies, where he's not at all like he was originally, and he's just this sad, pathetic character. And that's what Jeremy's concern is going to happen to Indiana Jones. Although, I mean, I don't know if Harrison Ford would allow that to happen, although it kind of happened in Star Wars. But with Steven Spielberg directing, at least there's a hope that this could be good. I would think, even though he directed Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, so maybe so much for that hope. But Kathleen Kennedy tends to hire directors that will do whatever she says, and she fires the ones that have their own ideas. So hopefully Spielberg has enough clout to want to do this properly. And I think he was saying, when I read about this in the past, that he wouldn't do it unless there was a good, like he wants to, did he say he wanted to make up for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull or something? I felt like there was some kind of feeling that, okay, they're going to do this properly. They've done the bad, crappy version, and let's do this right. I just wonder though, I mean, I feel like is it impossible to make like a really good movie these days? Like I feel like these classics like Raiders of the Lost Ark, they were just so good. They were well written and they're exciting and you could watch them again and again. And I feel like movies these days, they just crank them out. Like Marvel movies are kind of disposable. Um, what other movies? Like, you know, the new Star Wars is just, I would never watch them again. They're just not good. Um, and then there's the two sides, like the woke side will be like, oh, you're just racist or you don't like women. It's like, it's not the case at all. I love women. I don't even like men. I don't even like myself. Anyways, well, hopefully this works out well. And who knows? I mean, I don't know if this thing's coming out next year. That's just something she said on a red carpet. Somebody probably asked her about, well, obviously somebody asked her about it and she said what she said. So let me know what you think. Are you excited about the new Indiana Jones? Do you think it'll be a disaster? How do you think they'll make it politically correct, or will they just leave it alone and let this guy, you know, be the character that he is? We will see. I remember I heard a little while ago that a cool thing to do would be to take Short Round and have him take over the whip or something. He was the little Asian kid that was his buddy in the movie. So I don't know where that actor is or what's going on there, but that would be cool. And in terms of, you know, using non-white people, that would be a cool way to do it, because here's a natural character that was from the movies, and you know, so it would feel true to the world and then the characters, and it's like a natural thing. It wouldn't feel forced, like, oh, we're just making the character black for no reason or whatever. So hopefully that guy's around. I don't know. I'm sure I've said some offensive things here, but anyways, let me know what you think, and give it a like, give it a subscribe, and let me know if you want me to do more entertainment news like this. And if you don't want me to do it, I guess you can tell me, but I'm not gonna, you know, not do it because you don't want me to do it. Okay, let's stop recording here. Bye-bye.